I'm Paul Angiolillo. I live here in Weston, and I'm the artist here for the February show in the gallery at the library. I'd say I'm somewhere between a professional artist right now and a hobby. I guess one might say I'm more on the side of a hobby that's become a passion, an avocation maybe. But nowadays it's easier to make a website. There are a lot of wonderful tools to use, more than there used to be. And I do have a website, and I do have shows regularly. I sell my artwork. I'm not sure whether I'd be called a professional artist or not, but I do have business cards now, and I think I am as much as one can be, I guess. Yeah, I started making art by drawing a lot when I was a kid. I found it to be, almost therapeutic, a way to focus and get some real satisfaction. And then later I started carving in wood just for fun again at a family cabin in New Hampshire. Just sort of take a break from the family activities and do some carving in the basement. Kitchen implements, things like spoons, maybe a little sculpture. And then it just kept growing until I chanced on a wonderful wood carving class at the Decorative Museum in 1999. And that sort of got me going more seriously about buying the tools and the equipment, and eventually getting studio space in Somerville, and now I have some in Weston. And it just sort of kept growing. I don't have a real theme in this show. I do shows regularly, maybe about a dozen a year, and some of them do have themes and some don't. And I say the theme of this show is experimenting with different kinds of materials, mainly wood, but also copper and other natural materials. I don't primarily have one particular kind of art. I do a combination of I guess, semi-abstract, but on the other hand, a lot of it is from found pieces of wood and found pieces of other objects. So it's seeing what I can make that looks interesting and evocative and intelligible from something which is a natural material. If you come and see the show, you'll see that I have quite a variety of work. Again, that's, I think, because I started a little late in life, and I got excited about a lot of different styles and trying a lot of different things. I think my main process is usually finding a piece of wood, and nowadays I've expanded out to some other materials like stone and metal, and seeing if there's something in it that I find interesting. And I tend to gravitate toward animal figures, natural forms, some plant-like forms. So that sort of dictates in some ways what I do with the material. I love the Weston Library Gallery. I discovered it when I was first living in Watertown. I used to come out to Weston to do things like cycling, and the library here had this wonderful light space. For a sculptor in particular, it's quite attractive because many spaces in the Boston area and libraries and others don't have accommodations for three-dimensional art. You need pedestals. The library here has 4 handmade pedestals. It has shelves. It has all sorts of horizontal surfaces that you can put art on. So I am excited every time about showing in the Weston Library. Well, I have a website. And that's one place where I try and update it, although it's not really always up to date on my latest work. I have a studio here in Weston. If they contact me, they could come and visit. I have, as I said, shows throughout the year. I have a show in the Lincoln Library this fall, and my homepage on the website will list, I try and put on there the shows I'm in coming up for the next year, which include outdoor shows. I have some images behind me. I think you of larger works I've done for outdoor exhibits. These are usually temporary exhibits, sometimes for 3 months or so, sometimes for a whole year, and they're throughout New England. I'd say I'm motivated, as I would guess a lot of artists are, sort of a twofold way. One is, the satisfaction, the fun, the just being drawn toward it, trying to figure out both technical aspects, how do I make the face of a dog look like a dog? How do I transform a branch that looks somewhat figure-like into a figure? That sort of challenge, that sort of fun. But it's also to do something to make a difference in the world, to put it bluntly. I mean, I think everyone wants to do something that brings interest and enjoyment to other people, whether that's working, in a meal program or working in education, teaching, and doing art and having shows and having people comment positively on the artwork and once in a while purchase a piece and want to take it home and tell me they really love it in their living room is a great satisfaction too. And I'm not sure that just the satisfaction of making things would be enough for me.